Alright, this is going to be a little day ride. I got to be home by 6 for something else, but going to run up to the edges of the Cascades and North Bend. I'm not going to go up too high because there's still a lot of snow up there. I don't know what the snow level's at. And I don't really know the altitude of where I'm going, but it's not that, the elevation, it's not that high. And there's some dirt, and I'm testing out some new equipment. I have 2 new cameras. Reminds me I should test this one to make sure it's aimed properly. So this camera here is pointed at me permanently. I don't know if that's where I'm going to leave it. Not permanently, but continuously. This is the view that gives right here. Hi! And then up there I got my Insta360 X4. It's a 360 camera. That's totally new to me. Not only the technology, but the editing that has to be done with that. It basically records in 360 degrees global, like it's as if you're inside of a ball. I can look up like this, and I can look down, I can look left, I can look right, I can go all the way around. But it does add an extra step to the editing process, and I've only messed with it a little bit, but it's going to take some getting used to. And on these cameras, I still have not decided how I'm going to deploy them exactly. I don't know if I'm going to record all of them all the time. You know, when I was running just the chin mount camera, this one here, I would run it all the time, almost all the time, 99% of the time it would be on recording. I don't know if I'm going to do that with the additional 2 cameras. Probably not, because man, that's a lot of data to mess with, and it's a lot of battery changing, and I've only got 1 battery for the Insta360 at this point. I can certainly get more. I don't have a charger for the battery. I just plug the camera in when the battery's in it, and that's how I charge it now. But I am running all 3 of them right now. And I got a new pair of boots. I picked up a pair of Alpine Stars Tech 7 Enduros with the Honda logo in. Wasn't really looking for Honda logoed boots, but they were there, they were available, they were the same price as non-Honda logoed boots, so I got Honda logoed boots. I'm taking a class this summer, a riding class, adventure motorcycling training class, which is mostly about riding in the dirt. And this class actually has requirements for some equipment. It has requirements for boots, minimum standards for boots, and my previous boots were the Alpine Stars Tech 4 or Tech 3, can't remember. They weren't on the list, but these Tech 7s are on the list. And he's also got tire standards, believe it or not. It's kind of surprising to me. And the tires that I have are on his list, so I don't have to run out and buy new tires. Let's see, back to the tech. I've got a new microphone, a new wireless DJI mini microphone, which is, I'm running it now for this ride today. I'm running both microphones just because I'm unsure about this new one. This is a wireless one. It's inside my helmet, attached to the inside of my helmet with a magnet. A little iffy on that. Seems to hold pretty good, but if it falls out, man, I think it's gone because it's so small. I mean, I would never find it if it fell off and I turned back to go look for it. But this is the right now I'm talking on the new mic, and I'm still working on the adjustments. And then right now I'm talking on the old mic. Did I say that right? So this is the new mic, testing 1, and this is the old mic, testing 1, 2, 3. I'm curious myself to see the difference. But it syncs to, I guess, either word, the new camera that I have pointed at me, which is a DJI Action 5 Pro. My chin mount camera is a previous version of that. It's the DJI Action 3. It doesn't have the capability to sync to a wireless mic. But this little microphone is really impressive. With the testing that I've done so far, its size is incredible. Apparently has an 11-hour battery. That's what they're claiming. I'm going to give it a good run today. I'm not going to be out 11 hours, but I'm going to give it a good run. And it was only $70, 70, which seems cheap to me. The DJI has a line of wireless microphones, and the other models are in the hundreds, a couple $100. I got a new canopy, tent canopy, which I'm going to set up, if I can find a place to set it up where I'm going today. I got some food with me, so I'm going to have some lunch. I got my coffee making equipment, so I might make some Al's Famous Camp coffee. And a snack. I got my chair, my table with me. I'm not going to set the tent up. I'm going to set the canopy up to see how that goes. I set it up once in the yard. The idea behind the canopy is, well, it could be a couple reasons that I would want to use it. One, to create shade, a shady spot if I need one when I'm camping. And the second thing is, if I ever was forced to set up a tent in the rain, setting up a tent in the rain is difficult, if not impossible, because you got to lay your tent down flat without the fly to set it up, and then it's going to get rained on while it's flat before you get it up and get the fly on. So this canopy, I can set the canopy up and then assemble and set up the tent underneath it. I think this canopy is 10 by 10, but I'm not sure. So I wanted to step off the bike here for a second and tell you about another upgrade or modification that I just did. If you're a Transalp owner, you might find this helpful. And this is to a part of the bike you would never guess would be a problem or even need to be upgraded. And that part is the motor oil dipstick. Yes, I modded and upgraded the dipstick. Let me explain. So the problem with this dipstick is it's very hard to see. Very hard to see where the oil level is. Boy, I got that in there tight. Show you what I mean. Okay, where is the level? I'll even wipe it. Okay, wiped. Not supposed to screw it in, just supposed to push it in as far as it will go. And it's still very hard to see where the line is. Now the full line is actually at the top. Yeah, it's at the top of this section here. So like right where the tip of my fingernail is would be full. And you know, anything lower would be not full. Try it one more time. I mean, I think it's going up to that line, but you can't really see it. So I went online to the Honda Transalp Owners Forum, and of course found that everybody's experiencing the same thing, own this particular model, complaining about it anyway. And a guy on there said that he was able to find a dipstick for a different model that had the same threads and the same full point. I don't know if you can see that or not. Full point is here on this dipstick. It's got a little notch there, and the full point is here on this dipstick, so they're the same. This one's a little bit too long, so the guy on the forum just trimmed it and ground it down. It's metal, whereas this one here is plastic. Threads you can see are the same. Everything else appears to be the same. So what I got to do is trim this one to the right length, and then smooth off my tool marks. You know, if I'm going to cut it somehow, smooth those off and transfer the O-ring from this one over to the new one, and it should be good to go. But I'll show you what I mean by the difference. Dip this in. How clearly you can see the line. Plug that hole up while I'm doing this so some kind of debris doesn't fall in there and disrupt my life. All right. One more test just for the fun of it. Perfect. So we got a great day today here. My thermometer reads 61 degrees. You can see this almost cloudless sky. No call for rain at all, 0%. Gonna make a couple stops on the way. I gotta get in the habit of getting the drone up more. What I've learned from editing my last summer's rides is I need more B-roll. That was pretty much just the chin mount camera, which is what inspired me to get these other cameras. And the drone video works really well in the YouTube videos. And we certainly are not short of beautiful scenery around here. Seems like I got more new equipment, but I can't think of anything else. I've had my tire pressure monitor for a while. I didn't have that last summer. I got a new thigh bag. That's thigh, T-H-I-G-H. Testing it out. I'm wearing it right now. I'm storing, carrying in there the things that I previously carried in my pants pockets, which was fine. It was very difficult to access my pants pockets sitting on the bike because they're kind of high on my thigh. And I also carry a revolver in my right pocket in a pocket holster and there's definitely no quick access to that in my pockets. On this thigh pack, I would have much easier access to all those things. Inspired by Itchy Boots, I noticed that she's worn a thigh pack for a long time. I've never seen her take anything out of it. I don't know what she carries in it, but she's always got it on. Alright, so this is the thigh bag. You can see it's just got a regular belt that goes around here, my waist, and then it's got a strap for my leg, which I don't have tight enough. Bunch of pockets. I don't like that this one zipper doesn't come together and meet at the top with two like this one does, because it feels like stuff's gonna like just fall out of there when I unzip it. A little nervous about that getting unzipped accidentally and losing my shit. So I don't know, you know. And then the top one has the two that open like this, and you can yank it and get it open, and I can access the important equipment. Sits in there perfectly. But see, I just unzipped the wrong one there. And it's just, all it's providing me is an option to these pockets here, which are pretty good. But you know, when I'm on the bike, I can't get in them. I have to get off the bike to get into them. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. See what I decide at the end of this trip. But I have a feeling that I'm probably not going to use it. I'm not navigating with the Garmin right now. I might see if I have a route in there at some point. This particular stretch right here between Maple Valley and Issaquah, this is the way I go to work, so I know this stretch real well. Oh yeah, poo-poo points. I'm gonna be hopping today with climbers. So it's a really popular hiking trail, goes up the mountain there. Oh yeah, they're packed in there. Look at that. Alright, I got a route punched in. I'm not going to follow it to the letter because it's got a couple little junkets that I don't want to go on in the interest of time. It is currently 11:19. Lola Garmin saying it's 39 miles to the general area where I want to go, but it's all kind of questionable up there this time of year. Sometimes run into gates, it could run into snow, it could run into trees down. It's all you know, roads off in the woods. That was Issaquah back there. Now I'm going to cross over the Issaquah Highlands up here. moto behind me with 2 people on it. Little guy in the back there with gold shoes. I don't know about that, man. Taking a kid on a moto. Maybe if he's just going around town a little bit, maybe it's not so bad. I don't know. Grab a quick shot of the falls. switched her over to gravel mode because I'm in the gravel. Part of the reason for today's ride, in addition to just getting out on the bike into the woods on a sunny day, was to test out some of the new equipment I mentioned, in particular the 2 new cameras. Not only to test the function of the cameras, but to get some ideas on how to use them. Well, I've already learned something. You may have noticed for the past few minutes there has not been any A camera, which is what I call the chin-mounted or main camera. It seems that after I left the drone flight spot at Snoqualmie Falls, I did not restart the A camera. And by the time I got to my destination spot, the battery died on the Insta360. I think this was a combination of just forgetting that I had more than one camera, and in at least one instance, I think I stopped the camera from recording when I thought I was starting it. These mistakes are easily corrected by increased awareness of the status of all 3 cameras, and the possible addition of a long USB cable that I can run to the Insta360 and charge it on the go. The cables that I now have are not long enough. I may also eventually buy additional batteries once I decide what will be easier. But before I got to my destination, I stopped on this bridge to take a break and put the Insta360 cam on charge in my bag there, and I was met by this giant parade of Rivians going in the opposite direction. Must have been a club or something. Coincidentally, Rivian is the same company that makes this traffic buddy of mine. Two lone Rivians. And a 4Runner. That's my little spot right there. That is my spot right there. Beautiful spot. Figure out the name of that river and put it on the screen for you. Set my tent up underneath there now. Okay, the canopy's gone. Got kind of windy, so I put it away. Now I got my table and chair out. Got a little chicken with some cheese on it. I forgot to bring some sauce. But look at this. This is a beautiful spot here, or what? Man. Can't beat it. Delicious. How clear that water is. Yeah, it's really nice. It'd be great to go swimming in that in the summer. All right. Man, that was awesome. That was a great spot.